show you how great I am.
I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. I am the king of the world.
G5 Jeff TV, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, please share this video, support your boy, support good content at all times. All social media is in the description box, and please hit that bell icon so you can be notified when I drop that heat. This video is sponsored by my boy Fast Classic, one of my favorite rappers. His mixtape is in the description box. It is absolutely free. Give him a download, give him a listen. This video also sponsored by my boy Matt. Definitely check his apparel out on IG at WeAllFrom, WeAllFrom. We got a couple celebrities on there rocking the gear, so he definitely making some moves. And definitely follow me on the gram, man, at Box with G5 Jeff TV. That's BOXWIT G5 Jeff TV. Now, this fight has been talked about for a while. It's been rumored for a while, but it was made official. James Chunky DeGale is going up against Chris Eubank Jr. February 23rd, 2019 at the O2 Arena. And I am not going to lie, I have mixed feelings on this fight, and most of them are negative. I'm going to tell you why. James Chunky DeGale, I'm a fan. Chris Eubank Jr., I'm a fan. But this fight has absolutely no momentum, no juice, no urgency, no anticipation at all. And you want to know why? It's because James Chunky DeGale doesn't have any momentum at all. Chris Eubank Jr. has no momentum at all. James Chunky DeGale is 32 years old. He's young in boxing years. Chris Eubank Jr. is 29. But this fight has a feel like whoever the loser of this fight is probably need to retire or go sit the hell down somewhere. Like, I don't understand why, but that's just the feeling. That's just the feeling. James Chunky DeGale is coming off of 2 fights with Caleb Truax. Clearly lost the first fight, arguably lost the second fight, but he won his title back in the rematch against Caleb Truax. And then he dropped the title because he didn't want to fight Caleb Plant or Jose Uzcategui. He didn't want to fight neither one of them, so he just dropped the belt for bigger money opportunities, which at this stage of James DeGale's career, I can't really knock it, and nobody really criticized him for being a duck for dropping the title. But James DeGale has been in a lot of really good battles. He's had a good career. But you see how I'm talking about James DeGale right now as if he's on like his last leg? That's just the feeling with James DeGale. And this is the problem when you go into a fight like this and you don't have no momentum. You are not really marketing yourself, like social media wise, internet wise. Like, there's just no buzz with James DeGale right now. Absolutely no buzz and no request to really see him fight, really. And that's just what it is. There's no knock against James DeGale. That's just what it is as far as I'm concerned, and probably everybody in the States probably will tell you the same thing. If y'all feel differently, I know I got a lot of UK family. If y'all feel differently, definitely tell me that I am wrong for thinking the way I'm thinking, or there's just a different vibe out there in the UK. Now, Chris Eubank Jr. gets a lot of criticism because of his dad. Me personally, I never had a problem with his dad, because this is a form of marketing. This is a form of promoting your fighter, your child. And the most similar example I could think of is Danny Garcia and his father, Angel Garcia. Danny Garcia wouldn't be where he is in his career if it wasn't for his father. Because basically, Danny Garcia's father, Angel Garcia, he was writing a whole bunch of checks. And he guaranteed you that his son was going to cash them checks. And for most of Danny Garcia's career, that's exactly what he's done. But Danny Garcia has a lot of his popularity because of his father. And Chris Eubank Sr. basically was trying to take the same blueprint and apply it to Chris Eubank Jr. The problem is Chris Eubank Jr. didn't have the competition, number one. And number two, when Chris Eubank Sr. tried to sign those checks and he sent his son to the check cashing place to go get him cash, Chris Eubank Jr. wasn't good enough to cash some checks. Fort Billy Joe Saunders loss. You understand what I'm saying? That was the biggest loss of his career. Still to this day, it's the biggest opponent of his career. Second biggest fight, George Groves. Senior wrote a check, expected his son to cash it. He wasn't good enough to cash it. This is the third big-time opponent for Chris Eubank Jr. Now, Chris Eubank Sr., as far as I know, has been relatively quiet. But because Chris Eubank Sr. has planted that seed of Chris Eubank Jr. being the best thing since sliced bread as a boxer, and Chris Eubank Jr. believing it because he doesn't listen to any trainers or anybody else. He said he doesn't need no trainer. Those are his passwords. We're expecting for Chris Eubank Jr. to cash this check versus James Chunky DeGale. So you see how I'm talking about Chris Eubank Jr. as if he's on his last leg? There's a reason for that, because there's no momentum with Chris Eubank Jr. at all. None whatsoever. Nobody's checking for Chris Eubank Jr. right now. Now, again, I got UK family. If y'all feel differently or there's a different vibe in the UK, please let me know in the comment section. But when I heard this fight, nothing moved me. Nothing moved me. I wasn't like, this is a great fight. Not only does neither one of these guys have momentum going into this fight, number two, I don't even know if they sell out the O2. I know they're two big names. I don't know if they sell out the O2 arena with this fight being the main event. I don't know about that. And the third thing, just getting the boxing with this matchup, this is the worst possible style matchup for both guys. Worst possible matchup style-wise for both guys. The worst thing Chris Eubank Jr. can run into is a pure boxer that's a southpaw, and that is James Chunky DeGale. And for James Chunky DeGale, the worst thing he can run into is a physical specimen that throws a lot of hard shots. He went through that with Caleb Truax. He went through that with Badu Jack. And I think Chunky DeGale lost a little something in that Badu Jack fight. Fighting Badu Jack it take a toll on your body, because, I mean, he fought Adonis Stevenson, and Adonis Stevenson, unfortunately, in his next fight, you know what I'm saying, got knocked out. And, you know, he's recovering in the hospital. You know, prayers and thoughts go out to him and his family. But fighting Badu Jack takes a toll on your body. And I think that's where the decline started for James DeGale. Even though it was a draw, he took a beating in that fight. Tooth was knocked out. Me and him go to the same dentist. You know what I'm saying? We go to the same dentist. So when he got his tooth repaired, I was getting clean, getting the cleaning and all that, And shit has just been downhill for James DeGale since that fight. Now, for Chris Eubank Jr., he really needs to just get a big name and a big victory under his belt, and him defeating James Chunky DeGale will be the biggest victory and the biggest name of his career. And it is absolutely needed for him to keep his reputation going. And that's just what it is with this fight. Hopefully the energy levels will be a little higher as it gets closer to the fight. But right now, there's absolutely no buzz to this fight whatsoever. This fight should have happened probably about 2 years ago. It's about 2 years overdue. But it is what it is. I am looking forward to the fight. I just hope that they get into a fight or something at the press conference, something to get us hyped up for this fight, man. Because it's just not, the buzz ain't there right now. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. G5 Jeff TV, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Please share this video, support your boy. Support good content at all times. I appreciate y'all. Peace.